going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Jeremy, here, joined with a couple of very special guests. Huston, who you know from the podcast.
What's up, Internet?
And Wade, who you may know from the podcast. This is Wade the Cool Nerd joining us from Utah. What's going on, Wade?
What's up, buddy?
Happy to have you back on the show, as usual. Thanks for coming by. And Huston, actually, tonight has got a couple of topics to discuss. I'm looking forward to this. I might have to sit out on the Killing Joke conversation because I hadn't seen it yet, but I'm eager to hear your guys' thoughts. But before we get too far into this, guys, this is our new podcast. It's called Terrible Talk. This is episode number deuce, and we are happy to be bringing it to you. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Huston.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, hey, man, no problem.
So yeah, like you said, guys, welcome to Terrible Talk. We got some stuff we're going to go over today. We're going to present the topic, go around to each person, say if we're for it, against it, move on to the next topic. Before we do that, anybody have anything that they interesting coming up that they want to talk about, or maybe something exciting? Jeremy?
Before we get into the main topics, I just wanted to mention that Kevin Feige has made a statement in regards to the Spider-Man series, and I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but he compared it to Harry Potter. I assume that means we're going to watch Tom Holland grow up and go through each year of high school. Does that sound like something exciting to you?
No.
Wait, does that sound like something exciting to you?
Not really, but I think that going the Harry Potter route could work.
I think the fact that he said, like, maybe the fact that, like, he said Harry Potter, like, when I actually see it, I'm probably going to like it, but it's just like, he's like, oh, we're going to go the Harry Potter route.
You know, the one thing I can say positive about it is we're all a bit older, but, like, if there's a generation of kids who are Tom Holland's age right now, and they get to, like, grow up with him, like some of the generation did with Harry Potter, I can see how they'll really respond to that. But, yeah, for me, it seems a little... He compared it to John Hughes at first, and I was on board with that. Everybody loves John Hughes, you know? And then, like, I'm a fan of Harry Potter, but it just seems like now he's just throwing out names of popular shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, that was one that stuck out to me. But yeah, you've got a lot of good ones, so let's go ahead and dive in.
Before we do start, like, the more I don't really have a topic for this, but the more I'm looking into American Gods, the more I am absolutely digging it.
Absolutely. Wait, have you heard about that, American Gods?
I think it's a book, right? I don't know much about it.
It is. It's a Neil Gaiman book, and so basically, they're coming out with a TV show for it soon.
And what's the basic premise of it?
The basic premise is this character that we're following, Shadow Moon, his wife dies like 2 days before he can get out of prison. Prison feels bad and lets him out early, and basically he comes under the employ of an old god, Odin.
It's already pretty compelling.
Yeah, I mean, it only gets more interesting from there. So, like, I haven't read the book. I'm just going off what I've seen and what I've heard. So I want to read the book now. Like, the more I've heard about it now, and I hate that it's had to become a show before it got brought to my attention. For some reason, nobody slapped me with this and said, read this.
Right. And, I actually heard that it's everything that Preacher is not, which to me, I actually like Preacher quite a bit, but I guess it deals with some similar themes. Wait, have you been keeping up with Preacher? Have you seen any of that?
I watched the first episode, and the second one kind of it just got slow to me, dude. Like, I wanted things to pick up, and it was a slow train for me. It didn't leave the station as quick as I wanted to. So
yeah, I don't think you're alone in that.
No, you're not. I'm kind of on the same page with you, buddy.
Well, I don't get it, man. I think you guys just have bad taste in TV.
You're stupid.
Well, hey, there's no debating that, really.
All right.
Hey,
next topic.
Point is that I have a good page of notes here that I've been prepared.
It's a family show. Keep it terrible, kids.
Easy. So, yeah, what else you got?
So let's go into the first topic. Netflix has refused to resurrect Agent Carter. So there will be no season 3 of Agent Carter, which is Agent Peggy Carter, also known as Captain America's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
First season, they released it on ABC. They kind of released it as like a filler. in between Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but it picked up and people started to like it almost as much, if not more, as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second season came out and fell flat on its face.
Mm-hmm.
And so, which led ABC to say, no, we're not going to do a third season. Marvel and Netflix having such a good, rapport together, they asked, Netflix, hey, are you going to be doing season 3? Can Netflix, bring back Agent Carter? Even Netflix is like, nah, dude.
Right. Well, and I can understand why, because tonally, how do you fit Peggy Carter into this Netflix gritty Marvel universe?
I would honestly love to see Netflix do it. What ABC did with the second season was stupid.
Yeah, it was just too much of a retread of the first one, you know? Wade, what do you think about this? Did you ever watch Agent Carter?
I watched a couple of episodes, but I don't care.
No doubt.
She pretty much died in Winter Soldier, or whatever that was. And, dude, she had a couple episodes. She kind of piggybacked off the whole Avengers thing. And then after that, dude, nobody really wanted to watch because it wasn't compelling. It was a bunch of shit like, I'm a woman. I don't have to do this. And,
in the first season, that wasn't as bad. But the second season, it was like every woman they casted was a brilliant badass genius, and every guy they casted was a dumbass.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I got kind of bummed out. Like, I'm just like, oh. And even like my girlfriend Katie, who's watching it with me, she's just like, the first season was so much better. They're just pandering now, and like that's and I'm just like, I can't disagree with you. It's like how pissed off are you right now at watching this? She's like, I don't want to watch another episode.
See, and that's why I can't fault Netflix for not wanting to take it on. And like you said about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they have a hard enough time getting ratings on that fucking show.
Even see, I don't want to get into how mad I am at Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I was all about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. up until this last season. This last season was stupid.
You like the first stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of did
when
too.
they had the Samuel L. Jackson tie-ins, they had a tie-in with Winter Soldier. Dude, I was so amped.
Wade, tell us how much you hate Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
This is basically how this conversation's gonna go.
Dude, I don't know, dude. I would rather sit on top of a fucking needle. I don't like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., dude. It sucks. I saw it on Netflix. It was in my queue. I erased it out of there.
How many episodes did you watch?
I watched, I think 3, and I couldn't take it anymore.
No doubt.
Well, that's fair. The first 3 episodes were a little hard to get through, but after that, it really picked up.
I liked Ward as the bad guy, but then when he turned into Hive, I was like, this is just too much. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, yes. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. killed the
Inhumans.
They killed the Inhumans movie we were gonna get because they crapped all over that story.
That's right. I think that it could possibly go in a good direction, but we're getting too hung up on this shitty show. What else you got?
Let's go into next thing this week for 2 nights. It got 2 nights of a showing. Killing Joke, the animated movie, was released in theaters. I went to go see it. Some of our buddies, Kiku from Neek the Podcast, went to go see it. Our buddy Steve Wise was there going to see it with us, and I know Wade saw it too. Not getting the response DC thought they were going to get from like one of their most heralded graphic novels. It's got a 53% right now on Rotten Tomatoes, which is not good.
No.
And including me and I believe Wade, anybody else who has seen it, who maybe had read the comics or kind of held most of the stuff that Alan Moore or Batman did close to them, not on board with the animated movie.
Well, I mean, I can do a quick review if you want.
Yeah, let's hear it, man.
Shoot.
It's trash.
Well, what is it? Tell me. You were talking to me a little bit earlier about the portrayal of the Joker. I mean, he is essentially the quintessential Batman villain. What was it about you? What was it about Joker that really didn't resonate with you in the movie?
I mean, Mark Hamill played him to a T, had the voice down, but something was off, man. It's like, it was supposed to be a final confrontation with him and Batman. It just seemed like some back and forth debate, and I don't know, man. It was garbage. There's no way else around it. It was garbage. That's all I have to say. That's my review. If I had a Rotten Tomatoes, if I was on Rotten Tomatoes certified critic, it would be trash. next to Batman.
I
That'd be
think
my
we
review.
should let everybody know that you're a pretty big DC fan. You love Batman versus Superman and the Ultimate Edition, so this isn't coming from a bias or a place where like you don't like
Batman.
DC.
By the way, BVS Ultimate Edition was the way to go.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. I need to check it out. Wade said good things about it as well.
I don't disagree. I do think Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill did an amazing job as voice actors, and that is almost where the good things stop.
Damn.
I didn't the entire. I feel like they, and just like a lot of other people did, they tacked on this Batgirl story at the beginning to either fill time or make us like her, neither of which worked.
I haven't seen the movie, but I have one gripe, and I've definitely made Houston and Wade aware that I was going to say it, but I find it so hilarious that nobody has any complaints about the fact that Barbara Gordon is shot and paralyzed and freaking defiled by the Joker, but yet the consensual sex scene at the beginning of the movie was like an issue to where everybody was like, that shit was weird, but it's an R-rated movie.
I mean, I don't know. At one point, they just kind of turned her into like a crazy girlfriend. Why aren't you calling me? Like, it was so dumb.
Well, see, I can get that element of it. And what did you think about it, Wade?
I just thought that the whole, like you said, why don't you call me Batman? I love you. It's like, get this trash out of here. You
So
know,
they
I just,
actually made her a weaker character.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
I think so. I mean, I think they tried to strengthen the bond between her and Batman or change the relationship. Like I said, I think it fell on its face.
Did Batman come off as a dick in the movie?
Well, Batman, like, that's usually like some of my favorite Batman stuff.
right.
so hey Houston, what was the purpose of the gangster dude? The guy who
Franz?
Yeah.
To annoy the shit out of me. I guess he was supposed to be the Batgirl's version of Joker, so the Batgirl was supposed to understand what Batman was going through with the Joker. I'm not right. Yeah, I mean, hey, no one's disagreeing with you. Everyone's making fun of it. Even they even made fun of him in the movie themselves.
I haven't even heard of that guy.
Hopefully,
Dude, it's the worst.
All right, so the Killing Joke sucked, and it was highly anticipated.
Dude, the Killing Joke was highly obviously I've been talking about it since it was announced on the podcast. Like I love Alan Moore. Even, and the funny thing is, if you go find interviews with Alan Moore when they ask him about the book, even Alan Moore says, like, and this is the book itself. Alan Moore's just like, I didn't think it was that interesting. I didn't really say anything with it. And like that's all. Alan Moore, granted, Alan Moore kind of a shutout as far as the industry goes now.
Sure.
Doesn't really care what anybody thinks or does with
it
his
seems to
properties.
happen to a lot of the good ones.
Yeah, he basically kind of cashed out and said, "Screw you guys." After League of Extraordinary Gentlemen came out.
Yeah, so did Sean Connery. Matter of fact, dude hadn't been in a movie since League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Are you talking about the comic or the movie?
Both.
Okay. Well, then I'm not.
He loved the book League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Right.
When the movie came out, he realized it was garbage.
No doubt.
But you know, I hope it doesn't, because there's another movie that's coming out, another animated movie coming out soon, the Justice League Dark.
Oh yeah.
So in this movie, the guy from Constantine, who's also going to be at Pensacon, he's voicing Constantine in this movie.
Awesome.
And also I just saw some of the leaked animation footage today. Swamp Thing will be in Justice League Dark, the animated movie, and that's very exciting to me because it's like the first time.
Who created Swamp Thing?
Alan Moore.
There you go, bringing it back. That's a nice segue there, Houston. See, that's why you do this shit.
Full circle.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
So, all right, let's move on. We got about 6 minutes left. Let's knock this shit out.
Next topic. So the showrunners for Flash have said they would like Joss Whedon to come and direct an episode a la Kevin Smith's episode, the Speed Force episode from last season, which was amazing. I would love to see Joss Whedon direct an episode, maybe from like someone else's point of view, maybe not from the Flash point of view, which he's crazy good at.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a one-off episode from like the villain point of view.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Or something like that. Like pull a DC like rogue, or like one of the rogue villains out, and like maybe an episode from his point of view. I think Joss Whedon would kill something like that. Wade, what do you think?
I think doing it from a villain's perspective would be cool. They need to do something different to spice Flash up, because I feel like people are going to get tired of seeing the same old thing. I wasn't impressed by Kid Flash's or Wally West costume. Matter of fact, I wasn't impressed by him, period. His acting sucked. Yeah.
Have they showed him in that costume in the show yet, or is it just what you saw online?
Well, it was just online. It was a still of Wally West in the Kid Flash costume. I thought it looked like trash. It's just a reverse Flash costume, pretty much.
Right.
I thought he sucked in season 2. His acting chops were bad.
He kind of plays a brat, doesn't he?
Huh?
He kind of plays a brat. Like, he's kind of like a spoiled brat in the
Well,
show.
he doesn't even play that good. He's not even convincing in that area. You know? I'm like, man, why they bring this dude? They couldn't find anything better than him. Like, he's just trash. His whole, oh, Joe, you were my father. I was like, it's not convincing. He's not selling me. I don't like it. Every scene with him on it, I wish he wasn't. I'm sorry, dude. I got.
Damn. DC is catching weight on a bad foot today.
Okay, well, yeah, I just didn't like it, so that's it.
And I haven't watched much of Flash. I did like to see King Shark. I thought they did a great job with
that was awesome.
While
he looked like
one
one of the street sharks. I loved it.
He did. That's a great call. The only thing that bothers me about Flash is that everybody's a fucking speedster in the show. Like, every villain or nemesis that he goes against. So it kind of diminishes what makes Flash special in the first place, you know?
Well, Jeremy, it seems like they're following the old strategy of Arrow, huh?
Absolutely.
So,
don't say that. Don't you say that about Flash. That's not going to happen to Flash. Flash won't get arrowed.
Well, I guess we'll see about that.
I hope not, man.
All right, next topic. Let's get into this. So some of the stories are now starting to come out after the movie's kind of wrapped up, and we're a week away from seeing Suicide Squad in theaters. Crazy excited about that. I hope both of us are going to be there opening night with a P&J Movie Club at the Carmichael Bayou. Some of the stories are coming out about how the actors got into character with the director, David Ayers, one of which is Jai Courtney admitted that he took shrooms and he was burning himself before he had a meeting with David Ayers, the director. And so here he is, like, he's, according to him, was like, here I am high on shrooms, and I was going to have a conversation with the director. Director comes in, shaves his head, starts taking hunks of his hair out, and just says, yeah, now you look like a badass, and then leaves.
That's amazing. And I want, like, I've told Huston before, I've mentioned it to anybody that'll listen. Ayers is one of my favorite directors. I absolutely love Training Day. I think End of Watch is fantastic. He's really good with dealing with characters and the relationships between them. And I think he's a fucking madman. In addition to the Captain Boomerang thing, we had all of that stuff that came out about the Joker's method acting and all of that stuff.
And the dude who's playing Killer Croc, he had him listen to audio tapes of Japanese cannibalist.
Have you heard of any of this stuff, Wade?
Because the Killer Croc eats people.
Yeah, man, I've heard of all of it. I heard David Ayer didn't want to use CG for Killer Croc, which was a good move, making them all, pretty much real. I think that was a plus. I think everything I've seen from it has been a plus. I'm liking everything I've seen. The trailers, the TV spots. I try not to watch too much. Everything is a go. Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie looks great. The Joker looks great.
Yep.
I mean, what can you say?
I just can't wait for this movie.
I've said this from the beginning. I think this is going to be, I think Suicide Squad is going to be this summer's Guardians of the Galaxy. Because there's a lot of characters that people aren't expecting the moon from. People aren't expecting a Batman versus Superman to come out of this. There isn't that hype for it. I think there's a lot more room to be impressed in this.
Absolutely. We are getting a little bit short on time. We have a great topic that we're going to get into next time regarding Guardians of the Galaxy. But for today, Wade, where can people find you on social media? They need to be checking you out.
You can find me on Twitter at CoolNerd19. I'm on there talking shit about everything.
Good.
You can find me on YouTube at Cool Nerd, Wade the Cool Nerd. I need to put some videos up. I got some videos up. The last one was Star Wars. If you're listening, check me out. You'll love it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming by. And on behalf of me and Huston, be terrible, people.
Later, nerds. They would like Joss Whedon to come and direct a episode.